In this sheet we are going to solve a question using superposition principle. The question is, four identical charges Q are kept at the four corners ABCD of a square. The side of the square is given A. Now we are interested in calculating the net force on the charge at C. This charge is circled in the diagram. Now the charge under consideration is charge at C. We have to find the net force on this charge. What will be the procedure? First of all, the other three charges will apply individual forces on C charge. So one by one we will calculate magnitude and direction. So let us start calculating. F1 force is force by D on C. So by the Coulomb's formula, force is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 upon distance square. So F1 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 QQ upon distance A square. And the direction of F1 we can solve by the property that like charges repel and unlike charges attract. Since C charge and D charge are like charges, so the charge under consideration, that means C charge, is repelled by D charge. So F1 is towards right. In the same manner, let us solve F2. F2 is the force between C charge and A charge. So the formula is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 QQ upon distance. Distance is now root 2A between A and C. So root 2A whole square given by equation 2. And the direction of F2 again is solved by that C charge is repelled by A charge. So it will be away along the same line. Let us solve the third force F3. F3 is the force on C charge by B charge. Magnitude is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 QQ upon distance. This distance between BC is A. So A square, it is given by equation 3. And the direction of F3, again, since C charge is repelled by B charge, so F3 is downwards. We have now prepared the three formulas of F1, F2, F3 given in equation 1, 2, 3, and the directions are shown in the diagram. Now we have to solve the resultant of these three forces, which we will do by first of all taking two forces together, solving the resultant, and solving this resultant with the third remaining force and getting again the resultant. So first of all, F1 and F3, which are equal in magnitude and they are at 90 degree with each other. So the resultant of F1 and F3, we will call it F dash. F dash is solved by vector resultant formula root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. So it will become root of F1 square plus F1 square plus 2 F1 F3 cos 90, F1 square plus F3 square plus 2 F1 F3 cos 90. Cos 90 is 0 and F3 and F1 are same. So finally we will get root 2 F1. We will put the value of F1 from equation 1. This is F dash prepared magnitude. Now F dash direction is, since F1 and F3 were equal in magnitude, so whenever two forces are equal in magnitude, their resultant is always in the center of them. So F dash is just in between F1 and F3 at 45 degree with any of them. Now F1 and F3 we have solved, we have got the resultant F dash. So we will forget about F1 and F3. We will only remember F dash. Now F dash we will solve with the remaining third force, that was F2. So F dash and F2, now they are in the same direction. so they can be directly added, which is the vector property. If two vectors are in the same direction, their resultant will be simple addition. So final resultant is f dash plus f2. F dash value root 2 QQ upon 4 pi epsilon 0 a square, and f2 value from equation 2 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 QQ upon root 2 a whole square. This way this answer is the final resultant.